The Chiefs winning games by the hair on Patrick Mahomes' chinny chin chin. Dan, what are some of the concerns you have about them?
Who can cover? Outside of McDuffie, who can cover? You know, we've talked a lot about the Chiefs benching their left tackle multiple times. They benched a corner last week as well, and I think Spags, their defensive corner, is trying to figure out who can get it done ever since Watson's gone down. Can Johnson cover? Can Connor cover?
Yeah.
Can Josh Williams? I think they're in that search mode right now. And, you know, Ladd McConkey is becoming one of those really high-end slot receivers that'll wear you out. And so this is, to me, RC, MK, like this is one of the most fascinating things left in the season. Can the Chiefs find somebody that is a reliable, like second and or third corner nickel guy that they can trust in some of their man pressures and or man coverage packages? I just want to see how that plays itself out this weekend and for the rest of this month.
You know what? You've been watching Kamari Connor get attacked. Inside in the slot with bunch routes, with scrape routes, rub routes, making sure they're utilizing him, having to figure out how to communicate and also match out of some of those things. So I do wonder what they're going to do there. You know who don't have that problem in the slot? The Los Angeles Chargers. 3? Because right now they're playing 3. And 3 is all over the field. He absolutely wrecked that game last week against the Atlanta Falcons in the run game, tackles for loss on jet sweeps, getting behind the line of scrimmage, and also adding to the rush where Juwan Taylor or Humphrey or someone like Wanye Morris may have to block him this week. I want to see what the Chiefs are going to do. Can they run them out of this big nickel and run them out of the 2 high safeties, Mina?
So I'm so glad you brought up the Falcons game, because the Falcons' rushing attack is very specific. It's almost entirely outside zone, and they put 3 wide receivers on the field. They measure in that. They run it the most in the NFL. The Chargers, against runs out of those 11 personnel, best in the league. First, right, in a number of metrics, or top 4. Against runs where there are multiple tight ends on the field, so 12 or 13 personnel, dead last in yards per carry allowed. And some of that is structural. You guys talked about it. They play with lighter bodies. They play with light boxes. They don't commit extra resources to the run game. But I do believe that is something that Kansas City, which loves to put multiple tight ends on the field and run the football, can take advantage. And then they can play action pass off of that. I just think from a matchup perspective, their rushing attack works better against this Chargers defense than Atlanta does. Something we saw in the Baltimore game as well. If you've got big guys who can block, you can dominate them on the ground.
All right, well, let's see how we pick this game. Chargers versus the Kansas City Chiefs, another Week 4 matchup. Oh, I'm all by myself.
You trying to save the show?
I'm not even trying to save the show. I actually believe the Chargers can win this game. If their run game gets going, if Ladd McConkey in the slot is able to take advantage of Kamari Connor and some of those safeties, I think that they could score enough points, especially with the way they play defensively, to beat them.
So McConkey might not play, and that is going to swing my pick. If he